The seed stitch is a lovely textured stitch made simply of knits and purl stitches. It's made exactly the same way as a rib stitch is. However, rib stitches stack knits on top of knits and purls on top of purls, and with the seed stitch, every time you see a knit, you put a purl on top of it, and every time you see a purl, you knit on top of it. With a swatch like this, where we have an even number of stitches, each row is going to start with a different stitch as opposed to the rib stitch. So this row has a purl here and a knit. The V is right there, and the purl is right against the needle. So we know that we need to start with a knit stitch. The yarn's at the back, we knit, and then we bring the yarn to the front. This is a knit stitch, so we do a purl there. Here we have a purl bump against the needle. We bring the yarn to the back and knit. Here there's no purl bump right against the needle, so we purl that stitch. Here we have a purl bump, so we knit, we go to the back and knit, then move to the front and purl, move to the back and knit, move to the front and purl. The movements, again, are exactly the same as the rib stitch. However, you are stacking the stitches differently. For this row, I'm going to work with the yarn in my right hand. So there is no purl bump right against the needle, so we start with a purl stitch. With the yarn in the front, we do a purl stitch, and we take it off the needle. Now we need to take the yarn in between the needles because there's a purl bump right close to the needle on the next stitch, so we knit this stitch, bring the yarn forward, purl this stitch, bring the yarn back, knit this stitch, bring the yarn forward, purl this stitch, bring the yarn back, knit this stitch, bring the yarn forward, purl this stitch, bring the yarn back, and knit this stitch. I hope this helps.